If you haven't followed our Tabernacle in the Wilderness study yet, it's time to bone up. The tabernacle is the star which is the child and the ovum. Jesus, who is the tabernacle in the wilderness, calls himself the morning star. Revelation 22:16. I, Jesus, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright and morning star. The tabernacle child of Moloch, however, is not the same. In fact, it is the opposite. It is the evil version. Think of Antichrist and the synagogue of Satan. Apparently, when Moses was building the tabernacle in the wilderness, the Israelites were building their own version. Acts 7:41-44. And they made a calf in those days and offered sacrifice unto the idol and rejoiced in the works of their own hands. Then God turned and gave them up to worship the host of heaven, as it is written in the book of prophets, O ye house of Israel, have ye offered me slain beasts and sacrifices by the space of 40 years in the wilderness? Yea, ye took up the tabernacle of Moloch, and the star of your god Remphan, figures which ye made to worship them. And I will carry you away beyond Babylon. Our fathers had a tabernacle of witness in the wilderness, as he had appointed, speaking unto Moses, that he should make it according to the fashion that he had seen. This time the Bible links Molech to the famous golden calf of the times of Moses. The scene from the movie 10 Commandments, Charlton Heston. What is interesting about it is that the producers made the golden calf in the image of Hathor. Who is Hathor? Hathor is an Egyptian sacred cow goddess, of course. Hathor, meaning mansion of Horus, is an ancient Egyptian goddess who personified the principle of joy, feminine love, and motherhood. Hut means mansion or home. Hor means sun. Thus, Hut-Hor means womb of the sun or womb of Horus. Hathor later became Isis. So, in an Egyptian goddess context, the tabernacle child would be Horus. The golden calf would then be representative of the womb. Are you getting the idea? So the question now is whether Moloch is in fact Hathor. If Hathor or Isis can be linked to Saturn, then perhaps that would add credence to this theory. We do know that Zeus had a child named Aphrodite, which is the same as Venus in Roman mythology. The sister of Venus is Diana, the image that fell from Jupiter. Who else fell from heaven? Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? So let's take a closer look at that golden calf to see what we can find. Exodus 32:3. And all the people brake off the golden earrings which were in their ears and brought them unto Aaron. Exodus 32:4. And he received them at the hand and fashioned it with a graving tool, after he had made it a molten calf. And they said, These be thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. There's a lot going on in those two verses. Note that a single cow is referred to as plural. And why make a golden calf exclusively out of earrings? Out of all of the golden objects they had at the time, why would they choose earrings? Let's study the word ear in scripture to gain an understanding.